What's up, my light warriors? Welcome back to the channel. I greet you all, my galactic warriors, earth guardians, agents of light, and I welcome you back to the Light Warriors Oracle. Today's message is something that has to do with the nuclear wars that's going on, or like all these like nuclear powers that some people have in this world. And I got this download, but it was trying to highlight a dream or a revelation I had of one of my past lives. And it was basically saying that the nuclear powers on Earth right now were giving or were offered by the same entities that cause some of the most devastating atrocities, like catastrophic events, nuclear events. And I'm not talking about Hiroshima, and I'm not talking about the most devastating things you know on Earth here, because this happened off Earth. This is on different planets. 111 on the timer as I said that. The nuclear powers on Earth right now were offered by some of the same entities that cause catastrophic nuclear disasters on other planets. And this I speak of as one of the wars that I myself have been in, one of the battles that I myself have been in, one of the battles that I died in, as a matter of fact. And when you look at what is happening right now in the world, a lot of the things that are being done, a lot of the policies that are being brought up and are being pushed on other countries that are considered to be third world countries, it's also as a result of the powers that some of these other nations have behind them, and not just the powers as in the money or their resources. I mean the power as in like their power to destroy, when you speak of like nuclear power and nuclear weapons. And when you speak of the other powers, these are like extraterrestrial powers that offer them certain knowledge, certain insights from the ancient times, from different planets, from their own planets, that cause them to have such power over the rest of the world. And I always say, like, you know, one of the things that's like what the main difference between people that are ahead of others is information. How to use it also matters, yes, but information first and foremost to begin with. And the trading of information between some of these alien bodies and Earth and certain powers of Earth and like people in positions of power on Earth is something that has gone on for a long time. And the reason why this is happening here also is because of how these entities basically accomplish their goals. This nuclear war that is happening here on Earth is just a result, or is just like a continuation of something bigger that has happened from a very, very long time. And I'm talking like, again, like I was saying, from different planets. When you speak of Mars, we know of Mars as just as a planet that is lifeless, as a planet without life on it. But Mars was not always like that. Mars was not always like that. And there are a lot of other planets that are non-existent anymore. It's like you can't even see them when you look at the grid, when you look at the map of when you look at the galaxies, you can't see them anymore, because I'm hearing oblivion. It's like they've been blown into oblivion, basically. A lot of different planets are no more because of the various disasters of nuclear power that has happened on different planets in the galaxies. When we speak of the galactic wars before now, like when you look at what's that movie in the Star Wars, the TV show, these are like that's literally the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. Some of these different wars and these different battles like really destroyed different planets before now, and these entities that are behind this are the same entities that offered up the information, the knowledge on how to build some of these things, and how some of these nuclear powers are even built built are not in a way that is like, a lot of mechanism goes into it, and otherwise it would have taken much, much longer. There are certain things that are given, certain blueprints that are given on how to build these things. And the more these things are used, specific things are offered to the entities that are giving the power or are giving these information to the bodies that have it, to the governmental bodies and the different countries that have these things. And again, these are things that have been happening for a very long time. And its beginning on Earth also was like the beginning of, like, if not the continuation of specific relationships between different beings and different beings of like lower intelligence and these entities with a higher intelligence. But the thing with these entities with a higher intelligence is the intention for giving this information, or the intention for giving these insights, these technological insight or technological information, is not to bring light on this planet, or is not to give one side more power to do good. Because these things are definitely not for the good. And it's not as if a lot of different light beings or different bodies and others haven't come to try and stop the use of this. There has been a lot of pushback also. And the thing with operations on Earth is, like, when it comes to humanity, our willpower is the reason why a lot of things are not done on our behalf. And that's why something like voting is very tricky. Voting is not just a physical 3D thing where it's like, oh, I'm going to vote, and then it's also energetically like giving your power to somebody else, to say that I give my power up to this person to rule and to make decisions on my behalf and to do things, concerning me. And that is why I feel like when it comes to like collective awareness, there's a lot that is able to be like thrown over the collective, or there's a lot that is done to control the collective, because the majority of the collective have already like given up their willpower, like have given up their power to make certain decisions by themselves, or their power to make things happen on their own, or how they would like for it to. So I don't know the reason why this was really coming through right now today, like the reason why I felt the need to like record it right now. But there is something that was coming through as a way that the various light warriors can do individually to push back also. And what was coming through was to pull up the locations, or like the map, like to look at the locations on the map of some of these nuclear plant and nuclear powers, right? And to send energy or intentional energy to these places. So based on what the intention is, but I feel like the intention would be basically to disrupt and to delay certain things, and to cause certain things to break down, to cause certain things to delay, in order to like shut down or delay the whole operation of building up, these disastrous nuclear powers and things that they have. Because it's not just the ones that we see. There's a lot more that we don't see. And there's a lot more attached to it that causes more catastrophes and more disasters here on Earth. Like the pollution that goes into the water bodies, like the plants and the trees and the living things and the animals that we lose in the places that they go and test these things. In some places, even human beings that we lose. From all the things that they go and test in different places, from all the technological advancements they make, from the forbidden insights, the forbidden knowledge that they're giving. These knowledge that they're giving is like these things that they're giving, this information that they're giving. Again, it's not giving to give them the an upper hand in doing good, or bringing about good. And it's not like some of these technological advancements cannot bring good. They can. But a lot of these things are being reverse engineered. To bring about bad things. The good things are being reverse engineered, and a lot of things are being specifically sought out for because of the power they hold to bring destruction, because of their destructive powers. And the thing is, All of this, all of this is part of a bigger plot. All of this is part of a bigger plot that these different entities use, or these different entities that are using these different bodies on earth as just pawns for it, is part of a bigger plot that is even bigger than bigger than earth itself. But it's like, to understand this, you have to understand how it's all connected, and how humanity is really has been placed in a danger zone when it comes to some of these things, because these entities do not see humanity as human beings of light, like how like humanity really is. And I feel like for whoever this message resonates with, you will already know within your soul, that there has been a lot of disasters, like nuclear disasters on different planets before this planet, before now. That's because you are an old warrior spirit, you are an old soul. You've reincarnated multiple times to be here on earth, but not just on earth. You've had different times on different planets. And as a light warrior, if you are a light warrior commander in the spirit, that means that you have gone to wars on different planets. You have had battles on different planets in different lifetimes before now, and you will know. I feel like this is going to be the end of the message. If the message resonates with you, I urge you to like, share, subscribe, or share any experiences you might have. And if you feel called to take a step or to do something about this, or to offer up your energy, or to contribute your energy to fighting this, let me advise from now and anytime I can. Again, we don't resort to violence here in the 3D, yes, but the goal is not to go out and protest. It's not to go out and speak certain things, or to go and attack certain people, or to physically go and do certain things, or express our frustration and our will to fight back. There's a plot behind that 1222. There's a plot behind that allows them to identify the people that they do not want in their faces, or do not want operating from a certain, fueling people to operate from that energy. And as light warriors here on earth, we do have the power to operate in the spiritual as light warriors, and also from the 3D in a way that aligns seamlessly with what we are supposed to be, or how we're supposed to operate things from here. And I feel like that's another thing also, because of how these entities fuel these different bodies to operate here on earth. It's very important that we operate from a very different energy. And again, through these meditations and through intentionally targeting and sending out specific energies to these different areas and situations is one of the ways that we're going to do that. And I hope to share more ways on how we can tackle the different things that they use to harvest energy here on earth, and use to lower the vibration of earth. I think this is where I'm going to leave this message. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day.